Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And he shoots! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Paulo Dybala. His game's all about control and subtlety, rather than power and strength. But that doesn't make it any less effective. He can goes past defenders with a couple of silky skills, create shooting opportunities for himself, or open things up for a few teammates. He's also a huge threat from set plays.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Now it's Dybala. Chiesa, looking for options for movement. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Scott. Decent chance! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oosterwolde can clear it away. That looks a decent... Abraham! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost...
Surely now! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Good ball, good take. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Abraham. Chiesa finding himself in space. Chiesa! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Scott. Dybala. And Dybala! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Paulo Dybala really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Probing pass, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Dybala. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Watkins.
Kawasaki Frontale always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Can he get on the end of this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Camavinga threads one in, and the through ball. Wrench kept his eye on it, and he's there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's good running with the ball. Looking for the run. Thinks about the shot. Chiesa. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Camavinga aimed beyond the defence. And it's Scott. That's a good ball out wide. And that's been drilled in. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Gazzaniga herring after the ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're back on the ball again. Chiesa. Abraham. That's Diaby.
Has been indicated.
Looks a good ball through. He's got away. O'Brien did well to stay calm there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Marlon receives it in a wide position. The referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing and fast.
And just a quick reminder today to please
So
drink
45
responsibly.
minutes of
Anyone appearing
uncompromising
intoxicated or
football,
behaving in an
and at the break,
inappropriate manner
it's
will be
one
removed.
each.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitutions taking
And
place.
that's the second half started. Space for him to turn and look. Cleared away. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Oh, what a ball! Camavinga, can he spark a counter here? Oh, no joy this time. That's a cute ball. Tar spots it and intercepts. Abraham. Diaby. And he was alert to it. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Brassier gathers from the goal kick. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, what has happened here? Cleared without hesitation. Great chance! And here's the chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
This is a promising build-up. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Kawasaki Frontal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oosterwolde promptly onto that, and that is that.
The attendance for this
Muslera
match was
with the clearance.
28,997.
Knocks it into space. Good running, strong and purposeful. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been won straight back. Diaby. And it's Nadir. That's a lovely pass. Pellegrini. Spread neatly. And he welcomes it in. And the finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Not a bad try by any means.
I think his reaction says everything there, Peter. Just a fraction inside. That's all he needed to be.
Tries to play it through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shot a goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Scott clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution on the field. Number
And we have
22.
our very first corner.
Number 10, Moussa Diab.
And it's been taken
Number
short.
20,
And here's
number
Sule.
11, Chiesa. Coming on the
Kawasaki
field.
Frontale
Number
looking to
14,
go forward now.
Number 16, Ahmad. Number 23,
He's in a great position here.
Ivan Martin.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Substitution.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's beaten the last. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Kawasaki Frontal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Looking to play him in. Ahmad thinks one through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
Chance! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, delicious! Such devilish... And a chance! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
And here's Sule.
Roma really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is... Chance, surely! Now, who's... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well read, and the danger is averted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely shaped ball.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga. Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. It's rising! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Abraham certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's... Oh, he's been caught napping! And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. The
Just a
end of the
quick
game.
announcement, it is now time for our
Reflections.
special
Well,
moderator.
Peter, this was
Please grab the
probably
tickets you
more
were given when you were
slugfest.
walking through.